Ladies and gentlemen, this was actually one of the most popular weapons in Modern Warfare 2, and then it received a nerf, which is honestly very sad. I didn't find this weapon being OP whatsoever. Not even that many people used it unless you're on keyboard and mouse. This weapon was a keyboard mouse weapon, mainly because there wasn't much recoil, there wasn't much visual recoil. It's just very nice to use if you used a keyboard and mouse, and so the weapon isn't nearly as good. And so I want to give you guys an updated setup. It's still a very good weapon, it's just not going to be as good unless you use my class setup. That being said, for the first attachment, we are going to be going over to the stock, and this is a ranked play setup, but I use the same thing in the regular public matches. That being said, we are going to be using the Kastov Rama. Sometimes I will run the Pro Light, but if I am in ranked play, I'll usually be running the Kastov Rama just because this gives a nice boost to the weapon without really hurting the stats that much. You always want to build your weapon so it doesn't really hurt the weapon, if that makes sense. The weapon's already very good, and so now you just want to like fine tune it, which the Kastov Rama does a great job at doing so. And you actually can tune your weapons in ranked play. You just gotta basically build a build outside of ranked, put on the tuning, and then save it as a blueprint and apply that blueprint in ranked play. And I believe you actually can use the tuned version in ranked play. By the way, do you want that Orion camo but you're just a little bit too busy to grind through all 2,000 camos? If so, you should definitely check out Guapsi. Guapsi provides weapon leveling services, camo unlock services, challenge unlock services such as the Warzone Nuke, and many more for all the platforms. And so then for the tuning, I would just increase the overall mobility, just making the weapon feel a little bit more fluid. For this next attachment, we are going to be doing the same thing that we did with the Kastov, just basically boosting the mobility on the weapon, which a great way to do so is by adding the True Tag grip. And so now your weapon is going to feel a little bit snappier, plus you can run and gun easier because we increase the sprint to fire. Although this is bringing down the recoil control, and so it is going to be a little bit harder to use, but you guys will see in the gameplay I am beaming everybody, and so it really doesn't impact you that much. And then for the tuning, I just like to boost up the overall mobility, especially that sprint to fire speed. Make sure you always increase that value. That is very crucial because every gun in this game has a slow sprint to fire. And so now the weapon is gonna feel a lot better. We have a lot more mobility. This is like a very good aggressive AR, so if you are aggressive, you are going to love this build. You guys can see very good ADS speed, really not that much recoil on the weapon. There still is a little bit of recoil, so we are going to be going over to the underbarrel, and I'm going to throw on the phase 3 grip. What you guys can also use is the shark fin 90, but the reason I'm running the phase 3 grip is because this is going to increase the aiming idle stability and give us a lot of recoil control, and you're not going to notice I lost your ADS speed. Like, you will notice it a little bit, but it's not going to be that noticeable, and I just really recommend you guys to run the phase 3 grip. Say you do want to use a different underbarrel, I would tune it the same way that I'm tuning the phase 3. So on this one, because we are losing some aiming stability with the stock, we are going to be increasing the aiming idle stability, and so now there is going to be a way less sway on the weapon, giving you more predictable recoil. Then you want to increase your recoil stabilization, which that is actually going to reduce the horizontal recoil on the weapon. And so now you guys will see there still is a pretty good ADS, like you can't really notice that loss, but we are going to have a little bit more of a consistent recoil pattern. We still could use it before, but now it's going to be a little bit more consistent. And then for this last attachment, we don't really need a muzzle, but the way that I found that out is basically by shooting the wall. We are going to watch this recoil pattern, the spray pattern. There is a decent amount of vertical recoil, and the ADS is already pretty good for an AR, and so I'm going to go ahead over to the muzzle, and I'm going to throw on the RF crown. I was going to throw on the sock and tread 40, which I might be using that in the gameplay, but overall I do recommend the RF crown. And then you do want to go ahead and tune it. We are going to bring up the gun kick control, which is going to reduce that vertical recoil on the weapon, and then you want to go ahead and increase recoil stabilization, reducing the horizontal recoil on the weapon. And then if you are curious why I'm not maxing out the bars, that is basically because this isn't based on a linear scale, and so you guys can see we're actually getting the same amount of recoil control if we increase it to here rather than if we were to increase it all the way. But now when we increase it to right about down here, we are still getting the same amount of recoil control, but we're gonna have more accuracy on the weapon. So this is actually the best tuning for that gun kick control. And so now the weapon will have a little bit of a slower ADS, but it's really not noticeable, and the weapon's going to be way more consistent, and you guys will find that out like when you're using it. It's going to be very consistent. And so now we got like the base weapon. I was going through all the barrels, but I found that the barrels actually kind of hurt the weapon the most. Way I can use the Heated Madness on there. That is actually so sick. And so overall though, I just recommend to not run a barrel. The gun doesn't really need it. If you are using this in rank play, for me, I personally would run an optic because I just don't do the best with the iron sights. The optic I do recommend is the Corona Mini Pro or the Slimline Pro. For me, I'm going to be running the Corona Mini Pro, and then I'm going to make it farther away from me, reducing the visual recoil, and then I'm going to increase the flinch resistance, making it a little bit easier to stay on target. And so right here, this is the full build that we're running in the gameplay. You guys can see overall a very balanced weapon, very good to use in rank play. Obviously, the TAC 56 will be better, but if you're trying to mix up the meta or if you're on keyboard and mouse, you will love this build. What you guys can also do is throw in a magazine. Maybe you want to have the 45 round mag on there. Would stay away from the 20. It makes the weapon feel very good, but you only got 20 rounds, and so if you do run a mag, run the 45. For me, again, I would rather run an optic, or I actually would run in the ammo. The ammo in ranked play I would use is the high velocity. If you are not in ranked play, run the overpressured rounds and tune it the same way I'm about to tune the high velocity, which we are just going to increase the recoil steadiness, reducing the horizontal recoil on the weapon, and then increase damage range because the recoil smoothness is absolutely nothing. And so again, you want to tune the high velocity the same exact way, and this is probably the best build for it. If you don't like the iron sights, obviously take off the ammo and throw on an optic. What you guys can also do is add a laser. The laser I recommend is the OLE laser, and then of course increase that sprint to fire speed, then increase the aiming idle stability. And so this is another very good build. If I'm playing on shipment, I'll actually take off the muzzle, then I'll go over to magazine and I will throw on the 45 or the 60 round. Then I'll actually go over to shark fin. I'll tune it the same way as the shark fin. I know the video is getting a little bit confusing right now, but for shipment, this build is so fun to use because the enemies never see your laser. Then you have so much mobility to where you actually could even throw in the Pro Light stock, tune it the same way that we tuned the Kastov Rama. And so right here is my favorite shipment build for the Kastov 545. And then if you want to screenshot all the builds in an organized fashion, just fast forward to the end of the video. Now it's getting to the nasty MGB gameplay. She was on the stream once, chat, and the first thing she did, she like sat down and she did the most typical mom thing ever. Sits down and is like, you're brain dead. That guy's not even a player. Let's get this MGB, chat. This is for Mother's Day. The Mother's Day MGB. Mother Guided Bomb. That's what it's called. The MGB. Yo, our accuracy is not here. Just eating because I want to be fat. Hey, that's the spirit, my guy. That's the spirit. Yeah, you never have to chat or anything. I was just, you know, I just want to make sure you join up for the infected. You don't have to, but I gotta see it to believe it, Lappy. Actually, I gotta see your calling card to believe it. You know? And chat, we're gonna go for a nuke and infected. We gotta do that. We gotta go for a nuke and infected. Yo, Edith. Isn't that wild? That's a wild story. Yo, Putty's gone. He is mentally not here. Yo, my aim is not... It's not here at all. Yo, what the fuck, dude? I'm not used to the sliding being that quick. Dude's just AFK. What are you doing, man? What is your group called? Cbass Fish Tank. Cbass Fish Tank is the group. How do you join your group? My games? One of the mods will help. You basically just join my group. I know where all of them at. I know where oh, that's actually kind of smart. It's like a portable UAV. Why don't they have that as a streak? Where it's like you pull out the tablet like that, and then you can see where like enemies are. For a second or something. I don't know. Like a tablet that's a advanced UAV that works like 5 times. So you get to see exactly where the enemies are at like 5 times. Oh my days, oh my days, oh my days. Yo, chat, would you guys ever want me to do a video with other YouTubers? Other class setup YouTubers? And we all race to get a nuke? Which is kind of difficult because we'd all just be taking each other's kills. But should we do that? With like Ears or X-Pro and BZ and Hero and stuff? Would that be fun to watch? I feel like that would be a banger stream. Play on stream and see who can get the quickest nuke. That was horrible. Dude, I am missing shots, but there's just so many people. Tin the Tappin'? That would be cool. But, you know, Tin the Tappin' doesn't know who I am. I'm not that popular yet. The class setups Class set of YouTubers know me. I appreciate that, Nico. Thank you. Okay, so they could be coming to my right. Oh, chat! I thought that was a teammate. I thought that was a fucking teammate. No way, because of the blue above his name. We still have a lot of time to get this nuke, but dang it. That is horrible. Chat, the content creators have to be like, you know, the classic ones. The other YouTubers don't know me. I gotta do one that's like in my niche for things. Like the classic YouTubers all do the same content as me. You friends with those other streamers, Cbass? I am. I'm even friends with the Dismo. I don't know if he considers me a friend. I would consider him a friend, but that's it. Mondo! Dude, that would be pretty sick. You guys, if you guys can get Tim to know me. Oh, no, chat. I got the best way. I got the best thing to do. I know a way to get Tim to know me. Well, I don't know, but I know. I gotta make a Tim the Tap in camo, basically. I gotta make his camo, but better. And the way I can do that is by green screening the purple off my gun and putting his camo there. Like, design a camo on Photoshop. And then boom, boom, we're good. Yeah, so design a camo. His camo on Photoshop. Then green screen it onto my gun. Yo, Patrico, you're from Germany? Hell yeah. Your soccer team used to be extremely good and they beat my team in the World Cup. I'm very salty about that. But what's up? Chat, that would be a cool, like, video, actually. Like, it shows the process of me making it on Photoshop. And then me, like, doing that. And then me trying to get the streamer's attention so they can see it. Or something. I don't know. That'd be a cool video. Do one of those with, like, every YouTuber. Did you play any sports before? I played swim lessons and t-ball because I was just super good at baseball. You know, chat, you know what's fucked up? My mom put me in the t-ball because she didn't think I could hit the ball. So she put me in the t-ball. You know how offensive that is? I couldn't play regular baseball. She's like, nah, you're playing t-ball, son. There's no way you're hitting the ball. She's like, they have to throw it to you. No shot you're going to be able to hit that. I played some football when I was young too, some soccer. Oh my god, my eyes are watery. I don't know why my eyes got so watery. And they burn. They burn. Fuck, man, die. You look like a tennis player? No, what the hell? I want to be a golfer, though. I really want to be a golfer. I feel like that would be fun. Teammate, shoot him. Teammate, are you stupid? Shoot him. I guess thank you for all the kills, but goddamn. Dude, oh my god. Keep feeding me. Come on, I'm a hungry hippo. I'm a freaking megalodon shark. In swim lessons. I got to the shark, I think. I look like I wear skinny jeans. I wear slim fits, if that makes sense. Oh, chat, you know what happened? So, I don't ever buy clothes. I don't buy anything. I don't buy anything. And I finally got some clothes. Finally bought clothes. And those clothes were from Urban Outfitters. It was about $400. Like, tons of shirts and everything, because I haven't bought clothes in so long. Plus, it's all a tax write-off, so I don't mind spending a decent amount of clothes. MGB, let's go! So all the clothes I bought, it said delivered, and I was like, delivered? They're not at my house. What do you mean delivered? And then I checked the address it went to, and chat, the address that it went to was my fucking ex's house. It went to my ex's house. And one of the packages got sent back, the other one didn't. When I found out it was my ex's house, my heart just dropped. I was like, oh my god, no way. And I was like, she probably kept those and gave her to her boyfriend that she cheated on me with. And, she probably kept them. And I looked, and one of them got delivered, one of them got shipped back. So one of the packages was kept, but then I called the apartment complex I used to live at with her, and they said, nah, they definitely would have sent it back because I'm not on the lease, so it's because the package isn't for anyone there. They sent it back, and they wouldn't have given it to her most likely. I called Urban back, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do a lost package little case thing for you. And so now they're sending me more stuff, I think. Or they're gonna help me find the package and then send me more or do a refund or something like that. Hey, chat, let's call on this MGB. And chat, so all the clothes I bought, I gotta rebuy them. You know how annoying that is? And I leave in like 3 weeks to go to COD Champs, and I need to have some style there. Let's go, chat. Oh my days, yo. Easy MGB, yo. Yoshi, Woshi, if you're watching this, that's for you, Yoshi. Kastov 545 for my boy, Yoshi. Let's go, fatty.
Good job.
What just happened? What the fuck was that? I ain't never seen that before.
Cbass, god damn. Fucking 80 kills? Good job.
Hey, appreciate that, fatty. Yo, shout out to you.